All right. What's up, everyone? Hopefully, everyone's having a good day on this afternoon. So, the title of this video is called No Freebies. Yeah, you heard me. I said no freebies. So, where I'm coming from with this is that, well, by the time, like, when you see this video, prior to it, you should probably see, like, another video where, like, on the part where the title was called Loyalty. And so I was giving a shout out to like one of my homeboys. Anyways, the point of that was there's a story behind that. So after when my good friend had sent me his beat, and he let me use it for my intro. There was like a lot of people. That was like giving him a DM. Was like, hey man, like can you hook me up with some free beats, man? Like I like the beat that you made and blah blah blah. And so like we had like a nice conversation about that because see, it's funny that when you're not really it's funny that at the time when you're not successful and you're trying to produce something and then people ain't even trying to hear you. You may say like, hey, like, yo, can you hook me up? Like, hey, can you come support me? Or, whatever that you need from that person. It could be like, like your distant homies or actually I won't even call them homies, like, like your distant associates. Because your true homies, like they'll support you no matter what. So, but it's funny that the mass majority of people, whenever that you need something from them, they're like, all right, I'll check it out, but they're not fully supported. And that's because they don't really believe in the potential that you really have until you start blowing up or until your craftsmanship starts to elevate. So, anyways, get on topic. Um, my friend, he was getting a lot of DMs about his instrumentals. And most of his homies kept asking for a free beat. And I was thinking to myself, like after talking to him, I was like, man, you know, like, it's really, really disrespectful when you just expect people just to give you all these handouts and you're not even putting much of the work or the support in to help this individual out to get to where he or she need to be at. And even my friend was saying that, he felt, disrespected because back then, like when he was starting out with his music, you'll have guys that would be like, oh man, like, like this is garbage or I don't really like it like that. But then the moment you start getting better and people start giving you shout outs and they're promoting your stuff and then you start to become a little bit famous, then that's when they want to jump on the bandwagon and they want to show you their more support. Which to me, that's just basic human nature at this point. People are not going to support you until they see improvements. It reminds me of something similar. I feel like to like some relationships, and I know I might be going off tangent just a little bit, but I promise I'm there's a point to this. I'm gonna steer back on course on it. So it's funny like when when a guy like approaches like a girl, right? That he really likes. And of course, like women are not stupid. They know that you like them too, though. Just like by the way you approach them, your delivery, and how you treat them, as opposed to how you treat like a 5 or a 6 or a 7. You know, so you come up to them. You're showing them like a little bit of affection, spending more quiet time with them, but they're not really feeling you like that. Maybe there's something that you're missing that you're looking for, but you just don't have that package yet. And I'm not even talking about money, because I know a lot of us guys like we think, oh, we gotta get this money so we can impress this girl or whatever. No, the hell with that. All right. my point is like maybe like it's like your body game. You probably maybe you probably was like a super scrawny type of person. You probably didn't have no muscles, or maybe just like just this fat beard belly looking dude. You know, um, that just didn't really that didn't really sexually appeal to him, or maybe you had the package as far as the looks department, but your game was pretty much weak. You didn't know how to fully articulate and talk to a woman that would get into her ear like that. So, but then once you start to, work on your own self and you're starting to accomplish some of those things that you lack at, and the moment you start getting into relationships with way more attractive women, then that same girl will start looking at you and like, whoa, and then she will start wanting you. So, like I said, the point is, right, I'm tying into the relationships as far as like with my friend's story, because, I feel like that's something similar. You start having people are starting to take notice of you, of what you're doing, and then all of a sudden, they want to hop on your team, which is cool because you use that to promote yourself anyways. It's business. But like I said before, people like that, I want to hook them up with no freebies anyway, because just for that simple fact. And there's some people like as far as like like your closest homies, the people like who are supporting you, like you can hook them up with discounts, you can do whatever you want. Like I said, that's just my opinion to it. But I feel like your craftsmanship, whatever you do, you could be a graphic arts designer. Heck, you could just sell like clothes off the flea market or whatever. Whatever you feel that's so much valuable, you treat it like as what it is, as what you think of. So if my friend is producing like a high quality instrumental, right? I mean, it's up to his choice, right? Whether if you want to sell the beat or give it to him. But let's say somebody comes up to him and says, "Hey, I'll give you $50 for a 3-minute instrumental." Now you know your own value to the beat. You spent maybe countless of hours adding in certain instrumentals. You're taking your time to listen to it to make sure the rhythm is on point. Like you spend hours like just fully like mixing, mastering it. And maybe I know maybe a lot of people may not get with the whole music thing or whatever, right? But I had experience with that as far as like engineering and just watching my friend grow as far as like being a musician and just producing like certain like instrumentals and beats. But the thing is, all that stuff takes a lot of time and it's a lot of growth, and sometimes it takes years to perfect your craft. So whatever you have that's value that you consider to be valuable, maybe that beat is like to you maybe like $500 or yet $1,000. Who knows? You set that value based off of how you feel that beat that you spent is worth. Don't let nobody tell you or try to give you something that's under the value that you have for your own craftsmanship. So that's why I put it like pretty much like no freebies, because to me, I feel like the first thing people will ask, they're not gonna ask like, "Hey man, like I like your beat. How can I support you, man? Like, hey man, I'll give you whatever I'm able to afford, or this and that." First thing that comes to mind is like, "Hey man, like your beat's tight. Yo man, can you hook me up with a free beat, man? Come on, man. I knew you for like years, man. Like I need a free beat, please, come on now." So that's my intake on that. Anyways, comment. I want to hear your thoughts. Don't be shy on it. Hit the notification bell. Subscribe to my channel. When you do hit the notification bell, make sure you select all, so that way, anytime my videos pop up, you get it instantly. So, And don't forget to like and share with your friends and family. So, anyways, hope you have a good one. Peace.